Time and work is identical to time, speed and distance in the sense that here also we heavily use the concepts of ratio, proportion and variation. Now in these questions, either we can do the equation way, we draw long drawn equations, use variables x, y, z, p, q, r, s, t, and then convert them into fractions and try to solve them. Sometimes it even becomes quadratic. So in our effort to simplify, we create such complicated things, which is not different to what we do in real life also. Or we can understand the basic idea of what time and work is, right? Conceptually, we try to have as much clarity as possible, and going against our natural instincts, try to solve it in terms of concept, not become reliant, not become dependent on variables. Okay, for example, say if it's given that A to complete a certain work takes 5 days, B to complete a certain work takes 7 days. Simple idea, right? The work is same. That is the general idea. There are 2 or 3 things we must understand in terms of assumption. One, in questions like this, in discussions like this, the overall work is same. What work A is doing is same as what work B is doing. That is one. Second, that is assumed. They don't need to mention that also. Second is the rate at which you work, that is uniform. Like it happens with us when we are studying. Sometimes the focus and concentration is very high. We complete mammoth amount of material at one go. There are times when we complete less than what a small kid would also. We're just unable to focus and all. But in questions, we assume that the rate of work is uniform. Okay, for one person, that the work that he does in a particular time frame will be same in every such equal time frame. Okay. Now, if I ask you what is the ratio of their efficiency, now when we think of jargons like this, efficiency and all, then somewhere we get a little confused. But again, the efficiency is idea very simple. The work that you do in a unit time. Okay. For example, if I add additional information in this question, that both of them were supposed to do, work was 140 questions. The teacher decided they need a lot of practice, so they gave them a homework of 140 questions. Now, A completes that work in 5 days, B completes that work in 7 days, which means A will do 140 by 5, 28 questions every day. B will do 140 by 7, 20 questions every day. How do I know that A does 28 questions every day? It's possible that he'll do 50 questions one day, 5 questions next day and so on. But he manages to complete 140 questions in 5 days. That is possible? No. Not in time and work. In time and work, if the person does 140 questions in 5 days, every day he does the same amount of work. Right? Very robotic, but very useful also. Which means A does 28 questions every day, B does 20 questions every day. Right? We understand this? Which means the work done by A every day and B every day is 28 by 20, which is equal to 7 by 5. So 7 by 5, this 7 and 5 is what we call efficiency. The work that you do in unit time, the same work that you do in every single unit time, so that overall it adds up to the total work and you manage to complete the work, right? But the point is, this 7 and 5 will be constant for the same time. So ratio of efficiency for 1 day is 7 by 5. Ratio of efficiency for 1 hour, 7 by 5. For 1 minute, 7 by 5. For 1 week, 7 by 5. They both, in a very robotic fashion, will move at the same constant speed of completing their work. Right? Now, once we understand this, right, therefore, my suggestion to you is that most of the questions can be solved by using this concept, that work done by them, the time taken by them, and the efficiency. Now, you see something which is very obvious also, that the time taken by them was 5 and 7. Ratio of their efficiency is 7 by 5. It's very easy to understand that time taken by A by time taken by B, the ratio, the relationship will be inverse of efficiency of A and B. Okay. For example, it's given that A takes 5 hours, B takes say 8 hours. What is the ratio of their efficiency? So A by B is not 5 by 8 but inverse of that, 8 by 5. It's very simple. Okay. Now using this, we can solve most of the questions. For example, if it's given that say A is 20% more efficient than B compared to B. Okay, 20% more efficient than B. Right? This is what this information represents. Right? We understand this, na? A is 20% more efficient than B. Okay. Now they tell us that A takes 10 days to complete a work. So how much time will B take? Now we know that ratio of efficiency is inverse of the ratio of the time that they will take individually. They are asking us time. There is no other way to answer this question because they have not given us any information. They have given us information only for efficiency. So we'll connect that efficiency ka information with the time ka question. How do I do that? A ka efficiency by B's efficiency is equal to 120 by 100, right? 20% more efficient is equal to 6 by 5. Therefore, the ratio of their respective time taken will be 5 by 6. A's time 5, B's time 6. So if A's time is 10, B's time will be 12. As simple as that. Okay. So most of the questions can be solved using this efficiency concept very easily. Okay. Say for example, it's given that A takes 10 days, B takes 15 days, right? Okay. So how much time will they take together to complete the same work? Okay. Now, in these cases, when we are trying to find how much time they will take together, let us assume that total work to be something. Because the idea is that work is same. So work can be anything, right? So to facilitate our calculation, let us assume that the total work is this LCM of the time that they take, 10 and 15. So let the total work is equal to 30. So whatever, 30 questions, 30 houses, they plant 30 trees, environmentalists, or whatever they do, they will complete 30 units of work. A manages to do that in 10 days, B manages to do that in 15 days, right? Now the question is, together how much time will they take to complete 30 units? Let's see if we can use the efficiency concept to solve it very simply. Now if someone is able to complete 30 units of work in 10 days, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to establish that it does 3 units every day. And same goes for B, 30 units in 15 days, so 2 units every day. Which means A plus B together will do 5 units every day. Right? Now what is the challenge in front of them? 30 units. They do 5 units every day. So how many days will they take? 6 days. Okay, that is the simple answer. Say for example is given that A takes 15 days to complete a work. Say together with B, they take say 12 days, right? Now obviously if someone is assisting you, you will take less time, right? That goes without saying. So A and B together will take 12 days, A alone will take 15 days. So how much time will B take? Again the same idea. Let us assume the total work to be LCM of the figures given, which is 12 and 15. So total work is 60. A takes 15 days to complete 60. So what is the speed of A? The rate at which he works? 4. Together with B, he manages to complete 60 in only 12 days. So together with B, his rate is 16, 12. So 5. A alone can do 4. With B, he can do 5. So what is the rate of B? 1. So B does 1 unit every day. How many units he is supposed to complete? 60. The assumed work. So how many days will B take? B will take 60 days. Right? So most of these questions can be easily solved using this efficiency concept. Okay? Thank you.